So in this video, I'm going to show you that how to configure a global unicast IPv6 address manually. This is very important lab, and this is very small lab. Okay, you will learn easily. And this is my lab topology where I'm going to configure global unicast IPv6 address. And as you know that I'm covering lots of topic about IPv6 for CCNA, CCNP and CCIE level training. Okay, and you can just subscribe this channel to get all notifications for further videos. And let me show some other details, like if you are watching directly this video from my channel, so you can just visit on my channel and you can check the multiple topic about IPv6. There are multiple topic which I covered in IPv6 on IPv6. Okay, and you can just check playlist to check the IPv6 complete detail. Now I uploaded 9 videos on IPv6. Okay, now come to the point. This is the simple lab where I'm going to configure the global unicast address with lab troubleshooting. Okay, so simple. This is global unicast address, which is 2001 and db8:12:1/64, and this is another interface IP address for the router 2. And the global unicast address for this interface is 2001 db8:12:2/64, and the link local address is fe80::1, and the second link local address for R2 is fe80::2. Okay, and here you can see the both interfaces are in the same IPv6 subnet, and the subnet ID is 2001:db8:12:/64. As per the prefixes and the interfaces ID, you can check the details about IPv6 configuration as per the diagram. A global unicast address like GUA is an IPv6 address designed for communication across routed network, similarly to a public IP version 4 address. Clear, everyone? Now let me clear one more thing. Commonly it is allocated like 2000/3 type of network, right? And there is two property in IPv6. One is prefix length and our network ID and host identifier and interface identifier. Okay, so simple. In this particular lab, you will manually enter the complete IPv6 address and prefix length on two Cisco router interfaces as per the given diagram. Do not use these automatic method like SLAAC, DSCP v6, EUI64. Automatic address configuration is static or dynamic routing. Okay, you can just configure as per the given diagram manually, and you need to configure the interface IP address and the second router interface IP address, link local IP address, and another router link local IP address. Then it is possible to enable the communication and all, right? And router 1, router 2 directly connected with GB Ethernet port, and the port is G0/0 and G0/0 both side. Okay, now let me start the configuration. Okay, first of all, let me check the details on both router. Like you can just check show IP interface. Sorry, you can just go to privilege mode and check show IP interface and brief. So IP interface brief. With the help of this command, you can check that is there any other configuration of IP version 4 or IP version 6 on any interfaces. If there is, you can just remove that configuration to start your new configuration. Okay, so simple. This is the process to check your old routers, that is there any configuration related any interface. So if there is any configuration, you will check through this command and you can just modify the configuration as per the detail. So there is no configuration, so I can start my configuration, and same thing I can follow for other routers. Okay, let me show or let me check on other routers. So IP interface brief. So this is the simple command which will help you to check the details on other router. Okay, now come to the next point. Like I'm going to start the configuration for router 1. Okay, so R1 you can just configure, like let me go to the configuration mode, and yes, it is important to assign the host name. Okay, so host name will help you to assign sorry, recognize the addresses. Okay, sorry, IP, sorry, route devices over a network. Means if there is multiples of routers in your network, so you can easily recognize, okay, your router with the help of host name. So I given host name for this router already R1, and the second router host name is R2. Okay, this is the important command which you can apply first time. Okay, now let me configure no IP domain dash lookup, no IP domain dash lookup. Okay, and then you can just enable IPv6 unicast routing, because you are going to configure global unicast address. It required routing process to connect with different router, or to connect, establish the communication between two different router. Okay, and IPv6 unicast routing, then you can configure interfaces. Okay, so this is the interface. So I'm going to select the interface with the help of G0/0, and it is important to assign the description for this interface. Okay, description will help you to recognize or to identify the port uses, like what is the connection for this particular port, what about connection detail, which device is connected with this particular port. So simple, this is the simple description, nothing, this is not a technical term, this is just to identify the interface value. Okay, simple, you can type description, and this device is used to IPv6. You can type any type of description, IPv6 link to what, R2, simple. Okay, hit enter. Now I'm going to assign the IP address, which is IPv6 address, and 2001 colon db8 colon then 12 colon 1/64. Hit enter. This is GUA address, global unicast address. Okay, and yes, I'm going to assign the link-local address. So yes, IPv6 address, and I'm going to assign FE80 colon and again colon/1, and this is link-local address. And yes, you can just type no shutdown to turn on the interface, and you can just type exit, okay, to exit from the interface configuration mode. Now if you want to save the configuration permanently, okay, if even rebooting time there is no any changes, means your router easily load the all previous configuration, so you can just type do write to save the configuration from RAM to NVRAM. Okay, so simple, this is the detail which you can use to configure on router 1. Okay, and after the configuration of router 1, you can configure R2. Okay, and when you enable the configuration for R1 IPv6 unicast routing command, okay, so actually this command will help you to enable the IPv6 packet forwarding globally. Okay, it prepare the router for rooted IPv6 lab. Okay, now you can just simple assign the given IP addresses manually on each interfaces for R1, and same you can configure on R2. Okay, now let me show that how to configure R2. So this is R2, you can just go to configuration mode. Okay, and here you can configure IP detail and all other things. Okay, so let me configure no IP domain dash lookup, and IPv6, same process you can follow, unicast routing, which will help you to enable global routed packet forwarding. Now IPv6 unicast routing, now you can just select interface G0/0, And yes, description. So this is the description, like IPv6 dash link dash 2 dash R1. Okay, R1, which will help you to recognize the purpose of this interface. Now you can just configure IPv6 address and 2001 colon db8 colon 12 colon 2 slash 64, hit enter. Now you can assign IPv6 unicast link local address. So IPv6 address FE80 colon again colon 2 space link local, and you can just type no shutdown to turn on the interface, exit, and simple. This is the process to configure IPv6 on router 2. Okay, and assigning global unicast address also enable IPv6 processing and automatically create a link local address. Okay, so automatic link local address, instead of automatic link local address, you can just configure manual. Actually we manually configured FE80 colon 1 and FE80 colon 2 only to make the lab output predictable. Okay, now you can just check the interface on each router. Okay, so go to the router 1 and check the details, like show. You can just go to privilege mode and check show IPv6 interface brief. Okay, interface brief. Now you can see this is the simple port. This is important update. Okay, the port is up now. Now you can see this is link local address and this is the GUA address. Okay, firstly we need to check the up status of physical link, and then second we need to check the details or addresses. Okay, if you want to check the specific interface with the help of this command, you can check like show space IPv6 interfaces and G0/0. So this particular command will help you to check the details of your specific interface for any router. And here you can see the port is up. Another thing, you can check that IPv6 is enabled, and second thing, you can check link local address. Okay, link local address, yeah, this one. And another one, you can check the global UA. Okay, global unicast address, GUA, and then prefixes. This is the prefix value. So these are the simple things which is important to verify after configuration. So these details and these configuration will help you to troubleshoot your network. Okay, if there is any problem, so you can just check the details and you can recognize, you can identify the any kind of error with the help of this command. Okay, now you can just type show space. Another thing, like you can type show space running configuration interface G0/0. Okay, this command actually help you to find the detail about a specific interface and what type of media you have. Means this is the way to check the type of Ethernet connection, and the speed detail, duplex detail, and IPv6 detail, link local address, global unicast address. Okay, so this is the simple thing. Okay, to check the details. Current configuration 187 bytes informations are there. Okay, now after these things, you can just verify the configuration for R2. So you can just start checking the detail for R2 with the help of show space IPv6 and interface G0/0. Either you can just type brief. Okay, this is the first command. So in brief, you can check the details. The port is up. Now you can check the another detail like interface G0/0. So this command will help you to check the IPv6 detail. Port is up, link local address, GUA address, and other details about IPv6. Okay, and another thing, you can just check the details like show space running configuration and the interface G0/0, this will help you to check the same details as per the router 1. Now you can verify the routing table for R1 and R2. Okay, simple, you can check the routing table with the help of show space IPv6 and root. So this command will help you to check the routing table. Now you can see C means connected, L means local. Okay, connected local, and this is the detail. So this is important to check the C. C means 2001 DB8/12. This is the prefix details about your connected route, and this particular network connected via this particular interface. Okay, and this is link another local connectivity, and this is link local address. Okay, so simple, you can check the details. This is the important thing. Okay, without this entry it is not possible, means there is something error, there is some error in particular configuration. Okay, so if there is no configuration, like if there is no status or result like this. Okay, so this is the important result. So same thing you can check on second router IPv6 route, and simple, you can see C means connected, and the connected port is this one, means the G0/0 directly connected port. Okay, now simple, this is the process to check the details. Now you can test IPv6 connectivity. Okay, now you go to the router 1 and you can check the connectivity, like ping. I'm going to ping from router 1 to router 2. So yes, ping space IPv6 space 2001 colon DB8 colon 12 colon 2, and here you can see there is the successful result. Okay, so this first ping might show one time 80% success rate, but if you have 100% success, no worry. If there is 80% success rate first time, then no need to worry, because when you reply a second time, when you try to get reply second time, you will get 100% success rate. Okay, so no worry about that. Okay, if there is 70 or 80% of success rate first time, maybe it will happen. Okay, so come to the next point, like you can just check the configuration from R2 to R1. So ping space IPv6 and 2001 colon DB8 colon 12 colon 1, and here you can see the success rate is 100%. Okay, now the second thing, you can verify the neighbor adjacency with the help of R1. So you can check R1 and R2 neighbor adjacencies. So simple, this is the command show space IPv6 and neighbors. Okay, so this will help you to check the neighbor details. So the neighbor is 2001 DB812, and this is the neighbor. Okay, for R1, and this is the neighbor for R2 with link local addresses and all. Simple, you can check the detail. So same process you can follow on this particular router. So space IPv6 neighbor, and you will get the detail to R2, sorry, R1 from R2. Okay, now if you like, you can just if you want to modify, or if you want to like troubleshoot this type of network, so it's simple, you can type different like IP address for R2, and you can just check the details. Okay, for example, if I'm going to assign the IP address like this, let me show, like instead of 12, if I configure 13, then what will happen? Okay, if I'm going to remove this particular address from router 1, and I'm going to configure, if I'll configure 13 address instead of 12, and there is 12, so is it possible to communicate with each other? Then the ping fails, because these are the different GUA addresses. Okay, so it is important to restore the configuration as per the given diagram. Okay, so always cross check your configuration. Is there any mistake? Is there any error? With the help of different kind of commands and interface status details, you can check these all things. Okay, so guys, this is the simple enough detail for this particular lab. Hope you guys hope you are particular like this particular video, and if you are new here, just subscribe this channel. See you in the next session. Thank you so much. Have a good day.